Hey yo, what's up my beloved champions fam? It's the bad guy of WWE champion Zeke 4-0 back with a brand new video, and this is going to be short, sweet, and brief, so allow me, yours truly, to get right to the point. We are about to see the conclusion, the official end of the Summer of Darkness MLC, and let's just say pulls came through clutch, y'all. Yes, we did invest some disposable income so we could bring somebody home instead of missing out, especially with only so much time left on the victory tours. And lo and behold, we were able to get the last shards needed to officially recruit modern era technician Julius Creed, the Creed brothers. We were even able to pluck a 60% gem damage strap off of the midweek prize wall, and we are doing something really cool here because you know how it's about to go down. It is a level 1 and done, son, because we are running him at level 1 with one move fully maxed out, and that is none other than the Kakina Clutch. Shout out to Samoa Joe. So look, it's real easy here. This is the build we have him at 5-star bronze, right out of the pack. Similar to what we did with Tiffany Stratton, we're going to clear hell mode with one move only, and we're going to call it a day. And obviously the plus 99 MP is in full effect, and we have plenty of trainers for him and coaches to keep the ball rolling once the 2-month hiatus comes to a conclusion of Easy Street. So look, we got Muhammad Ali, 100% more move damage for submissions per turn. Then we got Zombie Brock Lesnar. Submission moves of the purple color lasts for 3 more turns and do 20% more damage. Logan Paul also, any color submission move does 50% more damage and lasts another turn. About to learn something though, best believe that. And finally, rest in paradise to the High Chief himself, Peter Maivia, Tech Legend. Purple submission moves will do 50% more damage per turn and will last an additional turn. So this is what we got going on for each turn. It is going to be 8 turns of nothing but 570k damage. So that is what we are going to run here. Plus, we just got some extra shenanigans going on here with the sliding lariat. Dealing damage if broken by our opponents is going to deal damage and increase our purple gem damage. And, of course, if broken by us, it's going to make random gems while dealing damage. And then we have the military power slam, allowing us to deal damage and choose rows to make into multiply gems with the strength of 4. So we are going to see how far we can get with this build. No autoplay. We're just going to go ahead and hop into it and do it. We will see how far we can go. Now, obviously, this is looking a little lighter on the light side, but again, because it is a Hell Mode run for a victory tour chase champion from the MLC, it should be some slight work. So this is going to be easy right here. I believe this is it is supposed to be a choose move, so we will just put these right here. Boom. And we will be fully loaded once again. So it's basically just knock them down. Boom. Drop them. There we go. Tap out. Man, SummerSlam was absolutely incredible. Just like Otakon, your boy is finally home, sweet home. And wow, just so you know, we are going to be discussing some spoilers here. I am looking forward to Raw and SmackDown. I am hyped. I am excited to see how this is all going to play out. We got Dirty Dom turning on Mommy Ripley. Liv retained her title. But that just means that Rhea's going to get vengeance. She's going to get it back in blood. So that's going to be a fascinating situation right there for sure. Then we had, wow, LA Knight finally got his first championship. He is the new United States champion. So the Ultimate Disruptor got disrupted in his hometown. So it is amazing to finally see LA Knight get that. And hopefully that means, in turn, we will get a brand new LA Knight in the game. So we will see how that goes. But not only that, Super Sammy was dethroned by Braun Luther. Braun Breaker is the new IC champ, and I cannot wait for the shenanigans that are about to go down right there. That was a power move. It was necessary. It was needed. You can feel how you want to feel. It's all good. But at the end of the day, Braun getting the title, you can't stop and go with him. They basically are billing him to be like Goldberg. And obviously now, since he did lose to Sammy, you can't do the whole streak thing anymore. You can't use that anymore. You can't say that like he's going undefeated like Bill Goldberg. That's definitely done now. So we can't see that anymore. But nonetheless, hey, we got a new champion in Braun Breaker. And LA Knight. And they were some good matches, Sammy and Braun's was straight to the point. LA Knight, we had a real rock solid back and forth there. So, I'm not upset about how it turned out in the end. But it was definitely a good look for him to finally get that title. Finally getting that shine on him. Rightfully deserved. Definitely deserved there. Then we had multiple title turning over, like being switched up. So, we started off with Liv and Rhea. Liv retained thanks to Dirty Dom. Or not, no thanks to Dirty Dom. Just when you thought that he was wanted everything best for mommy, he was like, nah, I had enough. I'm done with you. So I am in awe of that. But just after that, we also had Nia Jax taking down Bayley. That powerbomb was too sweet, but Bayley couldn't get it done. She got overpowered. Tiffy time looked like she wanted to cash in, but Bayley was like, nah, that's not enough. So we will see how things are going. Tiffany Stratton is way, way over. She is going to get that belt. And no lie, I don't see Nia Jax having a problem being a transitional champion for Tiffany Stratton. I don't see the problem with that. I think that's what's going to happen. Get the belt off of Bayley, because to be realistic, it was a very lackluster run. It was a way to end things. The storyline made sense. It was there because of damage control and everything, yes. But inevitably, it was lackluster. It was not the most exciting of runs. So get the belt off of her. Nia Jax returns at the Rumble, becomes the Queen of the Ring. She gets her opportunity at SummerSlam. She capitalizes. She's the new WWE Women's Champion. Now, speaking of transitional champions, though, it is fine when you have an amazing storyline, because let's talk about Damian Priest and Gunther. Now, Gunther, in my opinion, is basically being slated to become the new Shao Kahn of WWE. The same way that we have Brock Lesnar. The way Brock Lesnar was basically the measuring stick. If you can dethrone the beast, then you are meant to be the guy. That is literally how they had Brock Lesnar set up. Now, obviously, due to legal troubles with Vince McMahon and Brock's name being there, he has since become known as Redacted. But Gunther has stepped up to the plate, and even before the things went down with Vince told Gunther, formerly known as Walter, you lose weight, you get in shape, you're gonna be rewarded. And he kept his word. Gunther put in the work. He lost all that baby fat. He came back, and he was rewarded with the longest Intercontinental title reign of this modern time and period, if ever. So that worked out. And then he wins the King of the Ring. Sure, it was a little murky with how it was done. I understand that. But inevitably, due to everything and how it went down with the storyline, with the match I'm about to talk about next, to conclude things, right? CM Punk getting injured, opened up the gate for Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre had bad blood with Damian Priest. Seth and Drew battle at WrestleMania 40. Drew wins, loses because of CM Punk. Damian cashes in. Is Damian a transitional champion when everything's said and done at the moment? Yes, it appears that way. But let's be realistic. This guy, a lot of people went into this with low expectations for him, but he blew it out of the water. He did it. He literally, even though he was in a heel faction with the Judgment Day, he went and squared up with any opposition. He wasn't afraid of anybody. He took on everybody like a baby face would. And the match of these two colossal men man meat slapping man meat was a classic. Gunther can even though he's a heel, he can put on a match with anybody and make them look good. So even on his way out, Damian Priest looked like a $1,000,000. And for the story that they were telling, it was absolutely impeccable. And sad to say, Dirty Dom did Rhea Ripley dirty. Finn Balor came around and did Damian dirty. Came out there like Damian literally went beast mode when Gunther put his hands on Finn, and then for Finn to help out Gunther, and for the last thing that Damian Priest saw before he passed out is his friend looking at him instead of helping him out, and knowing that his best friend, his brother, was the cause of him losing that title. Storyline is amazing. The belt gets on Gunther, so when the Bash of Berlin happens, he's going in champion. So that is a thing that is going to go down. And then on top of that, we now have things set up for Bad Blood because Rhea and Liv have unfinished business. And now we're going down the territory of Damian Priest going after Finn. And just like Finn screwed Damian out of his title, I got a really strong feeling that Damian is going to return the favor and screw Finn Balor and JD McDonough out of their titles. So that's going to be amazing right there, because I think literally Rhea and Damian are now going to be put in a situation where they are bigger than the Judgment Day. They were the women's world heavyweight champion and the men's world heavyweight champion. They have proven that they can handle their business without the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day, I think now, what you're going to have is you're going to have Liv Morgan taking the place of Rhea Ripley, and you're going to have Damian Priest be replaced by Finn Balor. So now you're going to have them as the leaders. You're going to have Dirty Dom still being Dirty Dom, except with Liv by his side. You're going to have JD McDonough, who is a student of Finn Balor, backing him up every single day. And then you're also going to have Carlito probably being in there in the mix too, taking the role of JD McDonough. So it's looking like you're going to have a Judgment Day 2.0, similar to how we have a Bloodline 2.0. So that was literally an amazing SummerSlam. Damian looked strong. He did not tap out. He had to pass out. So that's similar to how Stone Cold with the sharpshooter. He did not tap out. He passed out. It makes you look real strong when you don't tap. And that's what Damian is. Damian, honestly, no lie, with this build up, this is literally looking like a situation where it's going to have him ascend to the next level. Because one thing that a lot of people don't understand is certain people get the title the first go around and it's not the same. Shawn Michaels had that happen. Triple H had it. The Rock had it. Even Stone Cold a little bit. And with those titles, it gets you familiar with them being in that title run. But then it's the second or the third title run that can have you like, okay, when Roman Reigns won the belt first time around, no one really cared about it. They didn't want to see it. Then he comes back as the final boss, as the tribal chief. Then everyone's intrigued. I think the same is now going to happen with Rhea Ripley now chasing the belt instead of just dominating everybody. And Damian Priest, when he gets done his business with Finn Balor, I think he can fully ascend to the version that he needs to be. The guy that doesn't need anybody's help. He can stand on his own. He can be a cool babyface that everyone's rooting and cheering for, especially with how he got done dirty for it. I think that's going to be a good look. Then, of course, we had CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. That was such a shame, y'all. I was so hurt by that situation, but it adds to the story too. Seth Rollins as the referee. CM Punk literally screwed CM Punk. But like anybody, it makes him more relatable because he's a human, right? Instead of him focusing on the win, he was so cold and wholehearted about getting that bracelet back for his dog and his wife. Took his mind out of the game, disrespected Seth, put his hands on Seth, and by him taking Seth out of the game, Drew was able to capitalize with the low blow, get back at him for what he did to him at Clash of the Castle, get back at him for what was done at Money in the Bank. And now Drew needed that win more than CM Punk. So this went from short, sweet, and brief and to the point. But CM Punk didn't need that win. Drew needed that win after so many losses. And that builds Drew's rapport even more. But now you're looking for CM Punk to come back. So this is what I'm thinking. They hate each other so much, I believe it's going to end in a Hell in a Cell or a 3 Stages of Hell match similar to Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I strongly believe Drew took this one. CM Punk's going to come back and get the next one. And then the decisive battle will happen. And I believe CM Punk will come out on that one. And that way, when he's done, he can move on to Seth Rollins. And they can pick up where they initially were going to head for WrestleMania 40 if CM Punk hadn't got injured in that Royal Rumble. So it is looking pretty good. But last but not least, before we get out of here, y'all. So what do you want to talk about? Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa. Solo looked like a G. He was a heel, but he was a smart heel. He looked like as if he had studied tape on Cody. He had counters for everything. He was a monster. He held his own for a little bit, but when things got a little tough, he was like Scar in The Lion King with the hyenas. He had Tama Tonga and Tongaloa start attacking. And then Jacob Fatu, I don't believe he got injured. I believe they had Jacob Fatu be so dangerous that the only person that could take Jacob Fatu out was Jacob Fatu. Kevin Owens came out to help out Cody. Randy Orton returned. But the biggest thing that came out of this situation had to be the return of Roman Reigns. And the one thing that I know for sure is this. Roman Reigns coming back. First and foremost, the shirt, the OTC, the original tribal chief, the only tribal chief, however you want to read into it. Him coming out, looking with the hitting you with the okie doke, with the Superman punch, looking like he was waiting for Cody to get up, but then taking out Solo after Solo's been talking down on him all this time, was chef's kiss. Then the spear and the ooh-ah, and the whole crowd in unison going with him. This is the reaction that Vince wanted for Roman for the longest time. Roman is coming back, and I believe he got a babyface welcome. But I believe he's going to be on his Wolverine Deadpool tip. I believe Roman is going to be an anti-hero. He's going to be very similar to The Rock and Stone Cold. He's a guy that you're going to root for him. He wasn't forced down your throat anymore. He has earned the people's respect. He is the tribal chief. He will be acknowledged moving forward, and he doesn't need the belt anymore. He is just like The Undertaker. He's just like The Rock and Stone Cold in those senses. They did not need the belt to be interesting. And we are going to get a bloodline civil war, especially with Roman helping Cody beat Solo. But on top of that, they had that intense stare down at the end. Like, you know, Roman's like, yeah, I'm back to handle family business. But Cody, you're not getting away. I'm getting my rematch. And Cody's looking at him like, do what you need to do. I'll be ready. So I am hyped about this because there's also some cool things that went down with this. Is the simple fact, the entrance music itself. That intro music was the music that was played at WrestleMania 40 by the kids or by the school orchestra. The kids orchestra, absolutely beautiful music. It changes from the final boss theme to literally like, this is the final run type of situation. Like, he is a good guy in this situation. The reaction was absolutely powerful. But now here's the thing. Jacob Fatu did not come across Roman Reigns. Neither did Tonga Loa or Tama Tonga. So now, with the belt off of Sami Zayn, I'm getting a feeling when we get the SummerSlam, Survivor Series, after SummerSlam, I believe it's going to be Solo Sikoa Tongaloa, Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. You are going to get Bloodline OGs versus the Bloodline 2.0. And something else to keep in mind is Tama Tonga and Tongaloa's brother, baby brother, Hikuleo, has also signed to WWE. This dude is easily clearing 6'5". Another wild Samoan, wild Tongan in the ranks. Who's to say that Haku doesn't pull up? Who's to say that Rikishi don't pull up as elders? Who's to say they don't even bring out the Tonga Kid because that is the father of Jacob Fatu? Those interactions are going to be insane, and it was a great way to conclude it. But I'm going to conclude this video now. You saw what we did. Yeah, we got into the red. We had to use a couple of health packs, but Julius Creed, the Creed brothers, is absolutely insane. I will be working on him, but my game right now is literally to get up to at least 4 to 5 billion coins. And the reason is, it's going to cost me at least 3 billion coins to hit the milestone for leveling up and maxing out 9 superstars at the highest level, star rarity. So I'd rather get enough to cover that over time, but also have the resources so I'm not fully broke. You know what I mean? RESPECT, your tokens, coins, and TP. That is the aim here. We got to build up our tokens. We got to build up our TP. We got to build up our coins. So I want to get up to at least 4, 5, 6 billion. Then I will take care over different talent ups because I can max them out just using the coins, right? Sparing my tokens as well as my TP for a bit. Then I will be able to max out that league objective. Have my husbandos and waifus in position. And then afterwards, I'll still have some coins left over. I'll still be in the billions. I'm not catching up to my broski Owen. That crown is all his. But at least I'll have things covered and I can move forward and know I'll have all the maxed out perks that I need to get through the content for the upcoming MLC. And once that MLC blog drops, expect a video from me. I might be at work when it gets released, but as soon as I'm off of work, I will take care of y'all and break it down for you. And if not, check out one of the other incredible content creators that keeps you up to snuff when it comes to blog breakdowns. But this was an incredible video. It was supposed to be short, sweet, and brief, but if I'm going to talk about the pay-per-view, I'm not going to cut out on anything, and I need to cover what I need to because it was, in my mind, a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 pay-per-view from start to finish. Title changes, title retains, storylines being pushed forward, great narrative underneath Papa H's reign, and I cannot complain. But with that being said, y'all, I'm thankful that I was able to recruit Julius in time. Grateful, thankful that I got him. Even was able to get lucky on the midweek prize wall and get a 60% gem damage strap on him. And I'm looking forward to working him up and capitalizing on his requirements throughout this upcoming MLC. But nonetheless, y'all, hey, yo, hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you, of my beloved champions fam. If you enjoy this content, please like the video, share the video, but most importantly, if you want to stay up to date with the one and only true bad guy of WWE Champions, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to receive all future notifications from the most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all, and I'm praying for you all tenfold. Let the good times roll. Stay tuned until next episode. Hey, yo. Lego. Another level 1 and done in the books.